All right, what is up, foodies? It is 3 o'clock-ish, and bringing you another special Houston Restaurant Weeks edition, 20th anniversary Houston Restaurant Weeks edition of Foodies and Friends. It is Monday. We are at one of the most iconic restaurants in the Houston culinary scene, period, Armandos. Katie Stone, introduce our guest.
Yes, we're very lucky to have the corporate chef, Zach. Say your last name again for me. Lennox.
Lennox.
I want to make sure I got it right.
Get it right.
He's new to Houston, you guys. This
Fairly
is his
new.
first HRW.
Thanks so much. I was in town for the last one, but this is the first one where I've been involved like I am this year.
Fantastic.
Welcome. Well, welcome to Houston, and thank you for again being, a participant of Houston Restaurant Weeks, which supports the Houston Food Bank as their largest annual fundraiser.
That's right.
The chef is going to take us through some of the dishes. I have to bring your attention to their brunch menu, people.
Holy Toledo.
Brunch menu alert. We're going to be looking at a few of your brunch menu items because there's like 36,000 of them on your menu.
Well, it's new, and we wanted to make a splash, and we have Houston is a brunch town, so we had to hit it hard, and we feel like we brought it in a way that'll make a difference. And the big splash for HRW is our brunch. This is our big unveiling.
2 pages.
Speaking
of the splash.
All right.
Chef,
let's get into it.
Take us through it.
Well, Huevos Rancheros, right? So we have some farm fresh Tail Creek eggs. We have homemade tortillas. Of course, the beans are all Armandos all the time. They are a reflection of him. You can't get them like this anywhere else. Okay. Some cut potatoes, of course.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
This is a very strong first choice here.
Well, so it was a very good seller. Yes. We yesterday was our first day.
Oh, okay.
That was the debut. It was our maiden voyage.
How'd it go?
It was yesterday. It was awesome.
Hit?
It was a hit. Busy room. It was very crowded and had the right amount of sound, not quite noise, but it was an exciting team and exciting for the team and a great day. This was one of our best sellers. Of course,
beans are great.
Classic.
So good.
Classic Tex-Mex migas are the next thing up, and that was our also one of our top 4. Again, see how dark those yolks are? That's that's one of our local farm partners.
I was just going to say it's probably a local egg because when I first started getting eggs from my girlfriend's horse farm, I was a little shocked at how yellow the yolks were, and I was afraid to eat them because I said, there's something wrong with these eggs, and they're too yellow. She said, Katie, there's something wrong with the eggs you've been eating your whole life.
Yeah, it's the other way around. Yeah. Exactly right. So these are chickens that eat flowers, and they're Tail Creek's out in Brenham, and they're awesome, and we serve them at all of our higher end restaurants.
I love it.
Well, actually, we serve them everywhere that serves eggs.
You're going with the classics, Huevos Rancheros, migas.
Yep. So we're going to start with some things that you would expect, or you would probably be surprised if they weren't on the menu. Migas, of course, our own twist on them, and Huevos Rancheros, both of them, people went for them.
Love it.
I see why.
I love it.
This is
it's
fantastic.
Good, right? Those are
really
different. They're delicious.
Yeah.
So, guys, in case you don't know, 2630 Westheimer right here at Kirby and Westheimer right at the corner. So if you've been looking for a good brunch in the area, it has arrived.
Yeah, and then just in case you guys don't know where Lulu's is right here on the corner. That's another landmark because I know where I am based on where restaurants are on the corner.
We were there for Eat Drink?
We did, yes. We did morning show on Fox 26 at Lulu's. They have a very, very important part of my life on the menu at Lulu's. Is their tortilla español. And
that is good.
It's something that I will remember for the rest of my life. I think I might even get one before I leave. I'm so sorry. I might have to go next door to the other restaurant.
I'm going with you.
I have no problem with that at all.
I should mention, Chef. They're all the restaurants are all partnered up. So you also oversee the menus at Lulu's and Manditos as well. So all participating in Houston Restaurant Week. So chefs, talents, if you're liking what you see here, you're probably going to like the HRW menu at Lulu's and, of course, that first-time participant Manditos.
Look at this beautiful dish. Look at it.
Okay, so
gorgeous.
Here we go. This is some people would expect avocado toast to be on a brunch menu. Well, we decided to put our Tex-Mex spin on it. It is guacamole over 2 chalupa shells with pico and queso fresco and some poached eggs on top of that. It's made to.
Oh, those are eggs.
Yeah, those are poached eggs.
Oh my god! I thought it was sour cream.
No, it's basically like your avocado toast you would get somewhere else.
Sure.
With tomatoes.
Wow.
So you eat it in the same way, but once you cut open that Shirtail Creek farm egg,
Get in there.
It is.
Is it? So I wonder, is it runny in the
Yeah,
middle?
oh,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Get in
Hold
there.
on. Yeah, let me do this. Let me go.
There's no way to approach this without. There's only
There
one way
we
to go. There's only one way to go.
There we go.
Get in there.
There we go.
That's it. So
Boom.
that's kind of your unctuous fatty part.
Yes,
Goes
sir.
over
Get
to
it.
gets onto your avocado,
Get
which
in
is
there.
nature's green butter.
What'd you think?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm ruined. now.
spectacular.
I think I might be ruined.
No other brunch can stack up.
No, I mean, I was looking at their brunch menu and I'm like, wait a minute, is this a mistake? The brunch menu was 2 pages. I'm like, wait, no, this is not a mistake. All these items are very descriptive and they should be there.
Yeah.
And you guys just really were like, you know what, we're just going to win brunch this year.
Well, it was hard time paring it down, honestly, and we had to go with the things that resonated most, and we're really proud of it.
Yeah.
And again, I just
That
want
is fantastic. Like this is, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm
No,
so
no,
sorry because I
please.
just got another taste.
You want another bite?
I do want another bite, Ruben.
Get in there.
Chef, I see a drink right there.
So that is our martini. Sorry, espresso martini, but it has coconut undertones. Made a little buttery with coconut. Coconut and
Wow.
chocolate are
That's
friends.
really good. Yeah, they are. Two great tastes. It tastes great together.
Love this.
Good job.
What's up next, Chef?
I'm loving this. Oh man,
Uh,
the hits keep
next-
coming, people.
Well, be ready.
The hits
Next
keep
is our
coming.
chilaquiles.
Oh my goodness.
Can't really so these first 4 or 5 that we're going to see were the top sellers yesterday,
Okay.
and I think for good reason. They all resonate. They're all things you would expect, and if we can deliver, people will come back.
I love
So we have our homemade chips, and our
Love it.
chips are exceptional. We've made them the same for all 45 years. They're thicker than most. We make them every day.
Come on now.
They're not from a bag or
No,
a
they're
box.
Nothing from a bag.
And I
So-
am a chipaholic, so I love
Ruben,
those.
you're gonna dig
Tossed in
in first.
salsa verde, right?
Sí.
With a little crema on
Qué
top,
rico.
and a couple more of those eggs on top. One thing drips into the next. They
Yes,
all
sir.
taste great
All right,
together.
Ruben
Come on, brother.
is slightly
I'm getting
excited about
way
this.
too excited.
Chef, are these brunch menu items? These are on your regular menu offered throughout the year, or are any of these items special just for HRW?
So because of the timing of it, right now we can honestly say they're special for HRW.
Yeah.
We just launched yesterday. We coincided with HRW on purpose
Yeah.
so that we could use this
Okay.
kind of as a
See what sticks. What are-
synergistic,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
We want to launch when HRW is happening, and we can get people out, and it's the big, the debut.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it is for HRW, and then it will continue.
Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. So you'll see which ones were the most
Nope,
popular.
Nope,
and,
it's going
yeah.
to continue.
Okay, good.
Katie, just taste
Yeah.
this because I want you to taste the
Just
verde.
the little-
I
the
want you to
little
taste
verde.
the sauce.
Okay, just the sauce. Is
Wow.
it spicy? Is it?
No,
It's
perfect.
not super
Perfect.
spicy. It does have a tang. It's a
Perfect.
little bit. It's got a little
Oh.
acidic tang
Right.
in it. It's supposed to be that way. It's
Right.
tomatillos.
Wait, this is how it should be,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's not all sweet. It's supposed to be a combo of acidic and spicy.
I see.
That sauce is killer.
Okay,
Well done.
so Ruben wanted me to try this for a reason because this sauce, a lot of people do sauces, right? And they all have their little different tastes and how
Yep.
but this is the true way to do this. Yeah.
So I would consider it an A+. The team here does a
Yeah.
great job, and people might have it a little differently, and you can have an A+ that
Mhm.
tastes a little bit different, but I think this is
Yeah.
salsa verde classic. This is how it's supposed to be.
I mean, it's beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. But just take it by the spoonful.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it's got a crunch, it's got some sour, it's got
So
some
that way.
sauce,
Man,
and it has some fat from those eggs. Okay.
It's our next dish up here, Chef.
Steak and eggs. Can't go wrong, right?
Classic.
Vaquero breakfast. I learned a lot because Texans will eat beef for breakfast. And as long as you bring it, it's good. So this is Angus, black Angus, tenderloin, full 8-ounce portion.
Nice portion size. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? If you're chasing away a hangover, or if you're just hungry for breakfast,
The ghosts
that's
of
gonna
the
do it.
evening before.
Yeah, totally. And we're proud of it. And this is our steak and eggs. And again, if you're going to do steak and eggs, you have a lot of competition, so you have to bring it right.
Yeah.
Of course, you get your choice of the way you want the eggs cooked, but this really highlights that color of those Tail Creek eggs.
Love it, man.
And this is, which menu is this steak and eggs on?
It's the brunch.
Still on your brunch
So
menu.
far.
There it is.
We're still brunching.
Okay.
And again, our brunch menu, I believe, is 17 items.
It
and
might win the most this year for the most number of items in a course,
Hey.
which I think we should give a special prize for.
I do too. It's
Well,
not a.
we're a week in, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time we've actually gotten really into a brunch menu
Sure.
For HRW. So
Yeah.
Hey, and,
You know,
and like I
great
said,
call.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
want to have, we want to be exceptional. We want it to be something.
Yeah. No, I mean, you guys are really going for it, and that's admirable for sure. This next dish, I would like to try that steak for sure, because
Coming your way.
this is, these are, you've touched upon a few important points with your dishes and your food, but what you may not also know is that they're very important for Houston Restaurant Weeks too. So your menu is quite valuable.
Yes.
And that is one of the core pillars, so to speak, of Houston Restaurant Weeks. It has to be a great dining deal for the diner.
Well,
And your menu does that.
You guys are winning.
Your menu does that.
You
We
guys
want
are
to hit
winning.
all the marks, and we want people to know that
You
we're
are
invested
winning,
in it.
winning.
It's not just a, we're not phoning it in. It's a big
Oh, no.
deal for us.
I'm still eating the chili
All right.
cheese.
All right, Chef. What's this next menu item right here?
Okay. Every brunch has to have a Benedict, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So how can we have a Benedict that stands out, that's not quite like any other, but also keeps the Tex-Mex flair, and also, you know what I'm going to do? Pardon me. I'm
please, I
going
told
to
you.
turn this around a little bit
It's
so you
your
can
food. Make it look good.
see what we did.
Beautiful.
So the bottom, of course, you expect all the aspects of a Benedict.
Right.
Some sort of bread item on the bottom, the protein in the middle,
Right.
eggs on the top, and a nice sauce. So we have we made a chalupa out of a wonton skin, keep it crispy and fun. We did a crab cake,
Yes.
Gulf crab. We have a
Yes.
little bit of spinach in there.
Should I cut?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do it,
please
Katie.
do.
Come on.
Crab cake, and then that. Ooh, nice job. That was a beautiful
There we
cut.
That's folks. That's what you want to see.
I've been practicing.
And
That
then-
is
Should I
what
do
you
the other
wanna
one?
see.
And then it's lobster
No, I'll leave that one for you.
lobster cream sauce on the top.
Wow.
It's
Spectacular.
rich. It's layered.
Yeah.
It's exactly
Well,
what you're looking
It's
for in a Benedict.
brunch,
Yeah.
Chef.
Hey.
It's brunch in Houston, like you said. And I love everything that you're saying. And I love these eggs. Oh,
How is it?
it's fantastic.
Really? Okay. We expect nothing less. Ooh, a little
No,
spinach
it's
in there.
insane.
A little spinach, keep a little bit of
It's
earthy in the
insane.
bottom, a little bit of seafood. The eggs are perfect.
Did you come up with all these dishes?
It is a group effort.
Mhm.
I am more on the execution side. So
Yeah.
yes, there are some things we came up with. There are some things that were my idea, but we have a great team here, all the way from Armando himself to Cinda, running it with him, everybody in the office, and especially the team in the restaurant.
Wow.
Everybody has a part in it, and everybody makes it happen. There is no.
Everybody's
I'm
doing
not
something.
claiming
Yeah, no. Everything
it
is
wasn't
together.
just me. We work together and we get it done. And things like this don't just happen from
Well,
from
sure.
one person.
It's a team effort.
Right.
I love that.
All right,
So
Chef.
those
this-
were our top sellers yesterday that we went through. Next,
Mhm.
we have some sweet things.
So this is from the dessert portion of your.
Nope.
No.
This is from
This
our.
is still the brunch menu.
This is
Okay.
brunch menu. Okay, so we thought stacks of waffles would be pretty cool. We have things in between the stacks. The first one you're going to see is berries, whipped cream, their friends, some real maple syrup to accompany it. And then the other one that you're cutting into right now, that's kind of our sweet waffle.
Oh,
It's
yes.
got whipped cream, caramel, a little bit of maple syrup, cinnamon sugar, powdered sugar on top, with a churro on the top.
Of course it does, Chef.
Yes.
Of course it does.
Yes.
That is an enormous portion.
Oh, wow.
Again, I don't like walking away from a meal hungry.
Okay, this is a fantastic waffle.
That's beautiful.
If you're going to serve a waffle, it has to stand out, right? Belgian
big.
waffle.
Go
No.
big.
No.
big.
No. It's
No?
very good.
Okay.
Ruben, no.
Katie.
Ruben,
Katie.
I know you're not into sweets,
Well, if Chef made it, I'm going to eat it.
but really, it doesn't. You don't even need anything on it. You don't need butter. You don't need whipped cream. You don't need
How about that?
syrup. Just
I like to get all the...
Yeah.
he's just gonna put everything on it,
Woo!
right? Like, yes, Chef.
Hold the phone.
Yes.
What's happening
right?
here?
I know.
We
What just happened?
we
I know.
took that all the way to the edge,
Yeah, you did.
and it's named the Dolce Waffle
Yeah.
for a reason. It's sometimes people like something sweet for
Yeah, they
brunch, and pairs well with a mimosa, something to cut the sweet. But we wanted to go all the way on that one, and you're starting to see the layers that we have. So we have one that's berries and cream, one that's all the way.
I think you killed it.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
you absolutely just killed it.
Oh my gosh, Chef! What is this dessert right here?
That is not a dessert. That is a mole
Mole.
enchilada.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for
Not
dessert
dessert.
at the end
Okay.
Yeah.
as dessert.
Yeah.
Okay.
This looks like
So our HRW
chocolate,
menu is we started with brunch. Now we're moving into our dinner offerings. We're
Yeah.
going to give you a couple of those. I
Yeah.
can see the steam coming off it. If your mole isn't right, you can't call yourself
No, you
Tex-Mex.
can't.
This team,
Dark, chocolatey.
it looks
rich.
like chocolate to me, and looks like nuts on top. I thought this was some kind of chocolate lasagna,
I get you, but it's
but it is very good mole.
sweet, chocolate, spicy.
Yeah.
It's actually very. It's pretty complex. Mole has to be right to be right.
Yeah.
Chef
said not everybody gets it right.
Oh, nice.
Not everyone gets it the right way.
Yep. And this, yeah.
What am I doing?
Got another
Chef,
dish.
Pardon me.
No,
This is just going to get
please.
completely out of control.
It's a little spicy. Careful. Just
I like the heat, Katie.
do you know what you're getting yourself into right
Yeah.
now?
Hey,
I'm not going to walk away from this table going, gee, that was too hot. Trust me.
Love the music in here, Chef. As soon as I walked in, I started dancing.
okay, so one of the things that made Armandos successful is the ambiance, is the atmosphere. When you come here, you get an experience. It creates memories. We see people here. I've seen 4 generations at one table that have
Mhm.
all been coming.
They have
So-
live music here sometimes too, or
Um,
no?
there has been live music. We have a DJ on a night, and there is a DJ on Sunday brunch. Starts
Okay.
at
Nice.
noon.
Yeah.
So we start on the sedate side, kind of
Yeah.
mellow, and then as the day progresses, it goes further and further and gets a little bit more upbeat.
Love it.
All right, Chef. We're gonna go over one more.
We want to have a nice vegetarian offering on the
So
on
this
the
is
table,
the
if you
vegetarian.
will.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And
Perfect.
again, on the HRW menu, we try
There it
to
is.
keep everybody happy. Crab enchiladas, seafood. We got some grilled snapper, a nice grilled piece of fish, fajitas, which
Something
you would
for
expect.
everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Very balanced.
No one is excluded for restaurant week. We want to make sure everybody's happy and everybody's having a great time.
Well, Chef, thank you so much for being with us. Your food is incredible. I'm so happy. I haven't been here in a million years, as you and I discussed earlier, but I'm gonna fix that.
Well, I hope to
I
see
think-
you.
You know,
Real soon.
Katie added to the list of civilian dining. We need to come back when we're off the clock.
This is a dish. Have we seen this dish before?
I don't know. Have we?
Have we seen this?
That is our
No.
ahi tacos.
Come on.
Again, though, they make the little hard taco
Hello.
shells out of wonton skins, and it's raw marinated tuna in there with a little bit of guacamole. Those
Love it.
eat very well.
It looks like they go down. It's almost like a taco slider.
Thank you so much for joining us, Chef. We're going to say hello to Nathalie Sessions once again, who is joining us.
Hello, hello.
And
Natalie, it's been so long.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
And we're going to talk Armando's brunch menu
Woo-hoo.
because this was such an interesting brunch menu in that there are so many choices. You heard him, chef, say 17 different choices.
Definitely.
And, one of the things that we like to be aware of and cognizant of is that everybody has different dining requirements and dietary requirements. Some people might be avoiding certain foods. Some people might be looking for certain foods.
And in your honor, we timed it so all the desserts come out
Awesome.
right on time.
Hey, life is short, dessert first, right?
But this is a good one to talk about first because it looks so indulgent.
Yes.
But what kind of nutrition aspects?
Yeah, no, it's great to see the size. They're like these adorable little miniature tacos. And while there is a fried component, we have our conscious indulgences that we can enjoy, and it's portioned.
Right.
And then you've got the nice lean protein in there with the tuna. So that's what I like about it. I like the size, and I like that you've got some protein in there.
They're not enormous tacos covered in cheese.
And we talked about sauces a few weeks ago. So this could be an option to where, when you're ordering this, you could ask the server if there's any sauces and possibly have them on the side.
Yes, you can always, that's a great strategy just overall. In this case, I mean, again, unless you need to avoid some ingredients or something, but if it's just a drizzle like that, then we are good to go.
Would you like to try one?
Oh, well, I will try one.
Get in.
Sure. It's going to get messy now.
Should we cheers
I might
to
need a now.
HRW?
Cheers to
Ready?
mini tacos.
Cheers.
Happy restaurant.
Delicious. Oh, yeah. And so with the avocado, too, it's worth mentioning. Oh, it's so flavorful.
Here you go.
Thank you. You've got the avocado. So again, I would say you've got your lean protein with your tuna. You've got and then the avocado is going to balance that out with the healthy fat. I love how Chef said green, like nature's green butter. So definitely gives you that consistency like butter. And then our indulgent part is, probably part of the sauce and then the shell.
The shell,
But
the shell.
It's good. The size is good.
It's really good. I like that.
Speaking of avocado, how much avocado is too much, right? Because we are taught that it's really healthy for us and the oils are very good, but too much of anything is not great.
Sure. So we want to keep everything in balance. So whether it's from a healthy source or a less healthy source, we still want to watch how much and how often we're eating something. So, it'll depend on the dish and everything, but like in this example, this is a great amount, a couple tablespoons probably worth. That would be maybe a serving, considered a serving. And
avocados are good substitute for sauces too.
Oh, sure. They do. You can even make desserts with them, like vegan desserts.
I've had avocado ice cream. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's very neutral. And so it will take on whatever flavor. I know here in our area with Tex-Mex and all of that, we always think of it savory, but it can be used in other ways.
So I'm going to put this on the foodie cam, but let's talk classic flan. We didn't talk about this at Annie, did we? No. Okay.
We did not cover flan.
So let's talk about flan. What's it made from?
It.
What kind of things do you need to stay away from?
Do you like eggs?
Well,
right.
I was getting eggs and milk. So if you've got any dairy.
Right. So it's not going to be great for anyone who needs to avoid dairy. There's a special place in my heart for flan because I'm French, of French heritage. And so my mom used to make a really wonderful flan. So, but yes, it's a custard, but it is definitely egg and milk and so forth.
Heavy in
caramel.
The sweet.
So, and it's got the sweet. It has the caramel sauce on the top. And it has sugar. It has all the things that
it's not designed to be a light.
Correct.
But is there a way to do it? There is. All right.
There is a way to enjoy this.
Yes. One fork. That's it.
Well, okay. So on that, there's something called a taste bite. So sometimes it's all it takes at the end of the meal or when you're wanting something sweet. We have different types of hunger. We have physical hunger. We have emotional hunger, all of that. So I like taste hunger because that's perfect for dessert. Like maybe I just need a couple bites and I feel so, it's very satisfying.
So you're not like limiting yourself.
Correct. You don't have to restrict. You can.
But how do you only have one bite of the flan?
Well, you share, and then you ask for the to-go box, or you share with your fellow diners. Hint, hint. No, just kidding.
I just push it. I just push it over to Katie's side of the table, and I'm fine.
In with any of the dishes, with restaurant dining, portions do tend to be larger. That's just the way it is in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And so a strategy can be to stretch out your satisfaction, take some of it to go with you, and enjoy it as another meal another time.
That's a really good strategy. I never thought about that. Just default, making the decision ahead of time. And you can do that during HRW because you know that you're getting a dessert in most cases because a lot of the restaurants have that as one of their choices. But you can just make a decision ahead of time. I'm going to take my dessert to go.
Or take the whole thing, or just take
I'm not even going to, don't even serve it to me at the table. Just pack it up.
Absolutely.
I like that. No, I like it.
Space it out, stretch it out.
Ruben doesn't have dessert usually, so he's just like not interested.
I get into trouble in other areas.
I mean, I do the taste bite. That's what works for me. It's hard for me to, and it has nothing to do with being a dietitian. Yeah. Because I like all foods.
Well, have you been out yet for HRW, by the way?
I have made some reservations.
Good.
I have so many menus swirling through my head with the different tips that I'm offering throughout the week. So I have all these restaurants and all these menus like floating in my head. I think I've looked at almost every menu online.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So I do have my plans. Last week was busy, so I couldn't get out last week, but we were coordinating with friends and we're heading out, and now I feel like I might have to come to brunch here.
I think so. So one also thing you guys can check for, and we'll share it on our social media, but Nathalie is kind of going through some of the menus and making some content about the different menus and the different cuisines and how to be healthy and how to be conscientious about how you are choosing to dine.
Yes.
So you can follow her for all of those great tips. And then we also share all of her content as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
For having me
here.
Bon appetit, everyone.
Yes.
Or buen provecho, I guess.
Ruben,
say here.
Yes.
Ready
all right.
for tomorrow morning?
Yes, I'm ready for tomorrow morning. We've got two great restaurants coming your way at 8 and 9 a.m. on the Fox 26 morning show. If you guys are watching our content and you're like, well, I can't watch that because I don't have cable anymore, there is the new Fox Local app that you can get on your smart TV, and you can watch all of Fox 26. You can watch Fox local Fox stations from all around the country, LA, Los Angeles, New York.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you can compare them and see how cool our city really is. But anyway, you can just download it on your smart TV. There's a mobile app coming soon, I believe, but right now it's on your smart TV. So if you have the Roku, the Amazon, the Apple, or the Android TV, you are good to go. But anyway, tomorrow morning, 8 and 9, Fox 26. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And guys, we have another Foodies and Friends Wednesday at 3 o'clock and then Friday at 3 o'clock.
Yes. And then we'll see you tomorrow morning and
we're everywhere.
Thursday morning live on Fox 26.
And then on the weekends.
We're seeing a lot of food. We're seeing a lot of dishes.
It like a blanket.
Yes.
All right, guys. Be good. We'll see you. Dine out. Do good. We'll see you later.
See you tomorrow morning.
And he had G-tube. It was first in his nose. He kept pulling